I am Karen Aydelott. I'm 66 years old. I have finished 27 Ironmans. In 1997, I was age group world champion. This year, I'm going back to Kona for the first time as an amputee. I got involved in triathlon because I was curious, I think, as much as anything. My first Ironman was in 1989. I really don't think Ironman's racing against other people. I think it's racing against yourself, doing the best you can in that situation and in those circumstances. I think that's probably been as much of the draw for me, and it's you learn a lot about yourself. I mean, I think persistence and determination and willing to work hard and trying to fit it into a very full life. But I took a lot away. I learned a lot. I've made friends. It's been a very positive experience, even when it hurts like hell. In the course of training for Ironman, I became a serious cyclist, and I participated in other cycling events, double centuries, Paris-Brest-Paris. So I rode a lot. My husband John has probably been my biggest fan, and that's been really quite amazing because I've never had that in my life before. Somebody that's just always there. He is very positive and very generous of spirit, and we've really been there for each other, which I think is maybe the most important part of a positive, strong relationship.
When I first met Karen, I was an endurance cyclist, and she was too. We were qualifying for the Paris-Brest-Paris ride that year, and actually we were in Paris on the bus 6 months after I met her that I found out that she even did triathlons.
When we moved to Pasadena, I needed to find a group to ride with, and I rode with them 2 mornings a week for 5 years. And right about the 5-year mark, I was heading to meet. We met in front of the Pasadena High School, and a woman rear-ended me. I went down on my left side, and she flipped me over, which caused an explosive break of my right ankle. I was told I was dragged and crawled out from under the car. Then the rescue squad came, and off I went to the emergency room.
This was a Thursday morning. Karen rode with the fast group. They were a group of young cyclists that rode hard and they rode fast. I rode with an older group, and I was riding with mine, and when I got back home, there were several messages on the answering machine. I played them back. I called. She was in the hospital, and when the expert came in that evening, and he was looking at the x-rays in the light on the ceiling, and the look on his face was painful. We told him that Karen was a triathlete and a runner. He kept on looking at the x-rays in the ceiling, but he said, "She'll never run again."
Part of me was unwilling to concede that that was the fact. I could understand that I might not be able to run again, but I figured, well, I can shuffle, and if I can't shuffle, I can walk. I've certainly by then already walked parts of Ironmans anyway, so I wasn't willing at all to give up. I also believe that attitude is very important, and I figured if whatever percent, 50% of the outcome is your own attitude, that I could win that battle. The amputation was in July, and I went through the fittings, the healing process and the fittings, and I remember the day, September 12th, I got my first socket, and it was so exciting because I could feel my foot and I could walk, and I hadn't really walked in 2 years. Somewhere in the back of my dreams of dreams was I wasn't ready to give up getting back to Kona. So to be able to be there when you didn't think maybe you would ever run again, that's pretty awesome.